Hi, everybody. It's Lisa Harden. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator at the Stamping Zoo in beautiful Boise, Idaho, and I am here with you again for a little Black Friday fun. Black Friday fun. Say that 3 times. Okay, so everyone, before we get into playing with this fun paper, I am going to show you a few of the specials that are going on today. All right, so just kind of look for that graphic. And if you've also received my emails, you would have found all of these specials in your inbox this morning at 5 a.m. And if you would like to follow my email, but you don't yet, just go over to thestampingzoo.com. And once you are there, a purple pop up box will ask you if you want to get the news. You say yes. Just fill out the information, and then you will be on the list. Okay, thank you in advance. All right, so please don't forget, earlier I went live with the October and November paper pumpkin kits to show you what's available there. And I have only two of each of those available, and they are great in their own right or great as a coordinated set. Okay, so please take a look at that if you've not already. Today and tomorrow, Friday and Saturday through the 25th, I am going to offer you extra money when you purchase a gift certificate, so you can look at all of those. So, for example, if you purchase a $75 gift certificate, I'm going to give you an extra $15 gift certificate. You can use that for yourself or give it to your friend. Okay. And this is coming up in a live later on tonight, TBD, right? So make sure you're liking and following this page, whether you are watching me on YouTube, hey YouTube, or Facebook, hey Facebook. Make sure you are liking and following this page or channel so that you will just get notifications automatically when I go live. So this is going to be a beautiful little kit in a red and black burlap bag with a customized tag. And it's going to include some paper snips, a wink of Stella, and a silicone mat, and a handmade by me scissor charm with a llama on it, of course. Who doesn't want that? I also packaged up some beautiful adhesive kits with their own custom tags. All of these things come with 5 free holiday cards this weekend, also handmade by me, 5 different designs. But your gifts also come with cards. I can send these gifts direct to your recipients or directly to you. Your choice. I can send them at whatever date you would like me to. Okay, please keep that in mind. And here's a just a visual of the 5 cards you may receive. Okay, designs will vary because again, I'm a handmade card maker. So please keep all of that in mind. And thank you so much for joining me at the Stamping Zoo. Okay, so what are we going to do right now? We are going to make it's a 5 minute craft, but of course the video takes longer than that because I'm talking you through it. This is actually a craft that, again, if you follow me, if you follow my email, then you received a tutorial on how to make this little gift packaging in July. Okay. So please take a look through your emails. You have a printable on this, but if not, you can just write down the measurements right now because it's very easy. So we're going to take the lowly hand sanitizer, not really lowly, very vital or very important in this time of year, is it not? We're going to jazz this up, turn it into a gift. What a great gift for an office worker. Maybe the person who sits next to you be like, hey, how about some hand sanitizer? And here's a package of mints. Maybe I'd space out those gifts. But anyway, I'm using winterberry ice and snowy peach berry for my coworkers. And then I'm going to wrap an extra one. I have champagne toast. Now, these are all scents from Bath and Body Works. You may have some other places that you purchase from, but it's for this size. And of course, you can make a box in any size, but this is the particular size that we are making it for today. I love the Bath and Body Works fragrances. I think I can count on them to not be, well, let's just say it, gross. Whereas I can't really always count on that from other places, like maybe the dollar store or super cheap ones from somewhere else. And I'm sorry, maybe they have beautiful ones at the dollar store, but that's not been my experience. So we're going to use these from Bath and Body Works. And just 1 minute, I already need to run over and get my punch. But good thing my room is very small. Let's see here. Oh goodness. Don't tell me it's running around. Here we go. Okay. So you're just going to need a few basic basic supplies here. Definitely need your paper trimmer. Let me move the mouse. We don't really need the mouse. And there we go. Okay, so I need to click over into my measurements and make sure that I give you the proper ones. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be a very nice trick. Okay, so the first piece, there's going to be 2 pieces of cardstock and then a few pieces of designer series paper, just 2 pieces. Also, okay, so first you want a strip that's 2 by 8.5. You're going to score this at 3 3/4. Okay, and then at 4 3/4. All right, so this is going to be the outside, 2 inches by 8.5 long, and on the long side, score it at 3 3/4 and 4 3/4. Obviously, Lisa, because they can't score it on the 2 inch side at those measurements. Okay, so that's a no fail, right? And then the inner box is going to be, and again, I'm using basic white cardstock, 4 by 5, scored at 2 and 3 on the long side. Okay, so let's put it in, and along the long side, we're going to score it at 2 and at 3. Okay, and then we're going to flip it, and on the short side, we are scoring it at 1 and 3. And get that cutting blade out of the way, because if you're like me, sometimes you grab it out of habit and then you slice instead of score. Okay, that's what we need for now. Let's put, no, I need one final thing. Let's punch first. So I'm taking the Elegant Edge punch, and this is how I'm going to make the toppers, beautiful toppers for my little hand sanitizer holder. Okay, so just punching either end off to the side because there's lots of little bits. And again, this is the item number on this punch, should you like to have it, or just go in and look at all of the punches and see if there are various ones that you might like to use. We have quite a few of those little edge toppers. Okay, now I need to measure this real quick. I wanted to double check my measurements. So to the score line from like here is 2 3/4. Okay, so here's what I need. I need something that's 1 3/4 wide, right? Because this is 2 inches. And then, what did I say? I already forgot. I do this every time. 2 3/4, right? So 2.5. And we'll double check it. Okay, because we're just going to make a little piece of decorative paper on either side. Okay, you could even go 2 3/4 on this. Let's do that. That will make it, I don't know, a little easier. We'll take this pattern. Let's do 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay. We don't need to cheap out on the cardstock because that's not very much cardstock. So 2 3/4. Think about how many of these you can make. A lot. So you need 2 pieces, 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay. You want to use this pattern. It's just as cute. So let's see here. I think that's it for the papers. And I am using Merry and Bright. And it is, in fact, Merry and Bright. You've seen me use this paper on various Stampin' Chats, etc. So again, take a look at it if you are still making Christmas cards like I am. There's no shame in that game. And it's available, okay? Merry and Bright. Okay, now let me bring this out. We need our bone folder for 3D projects, right? It's a must, but it's very economical. All right, so the first thing is this outer box. We will score this. 1 minute here. Let me bring you back. Okay, so we're gonna just score and burnish both of these pieces, okay? Then that's gonna be how our box stands. And then for this one, I am going to trim with my snips. Let's see here. You can see, let me get this in the light. There we go. See the two that are running up the middle of the long side. I'm going to make a slight V on either side of them. You can do this before or after scoring, okay? It might even be a little easier to do it after scoring, but we like a challenge here at the zoo, so bring it on. If this is as hard as the challenges get all day, that'll be great. Um, since I saw you this morning, I ran to get my nails done. Oh, so cute. And I also started dragging in the Christmas decorations because that's happening this weekend. I can't wait. Well, I I can wait for parts of it. But my house is clean and it's ready to go. And a number of years ago, I really pared down the items. I pared down, like I had a ton of decorations that I'd collected over the years, right? But I wasn't using all of them. And I had so many snowmen, and that's what I've collected. So I just went to snowmen. I donated or gave away everything else. And it makes it so much nicer. It's kind of like purging things out of the craft room. Don't even think about it. But it's very essential. Okay. All right. So now you're going to want tear and tape. I'm going to use Seal Plus or liquid glue. Any one of those three works. And this is like the simplest form of a box. It doesn't even have a top on it. And we are just going to fold it in a couple different ways here. Okay. So once you do several of these, you know that you need some tear and tape or your adhesive, let's say, on there. And then, do I even need adhesive on the middle? Not really. We'll just keep this totally simple. It's supposed to be a 5-minute craft, right? I line this up to make sure that I'm not going to adhere this. Whoops. Let me do this. I am putting tape on the outer edge too, just to keep this thing together. Lining this up so that you don't do that. You want your rectangles to square up, right? And they might even be a little bit off. Like this one's a touch off. It's okay. First of all, it's going to be hidden inside the outer box. Okay. And then take this and I'm just going to do one of them out on this edge. And then again, I hold my thumb here to make sure that this doesn't slide inward or outward. Okay. I just want it to be nice and square because we're not making a squoval box. Okay. Check it out. Now we're going to take this part and before we form it into the outside of the box, we're going to put these on. If your paper is directional, keep that in mind. Where the decorative part is, that's going to be the top, okay? The cool thing with this paper is these lights are going everywhere, so it's okay. Hello, ladies. Hey, Trish, you just finished watching the recorded clip. Excellent. I hope you had fun with that. And then, so I'm putting these on either side, and this is it. This is all the decoration for this. Well, no, it's not because we're going to put some pretty ribbon and then another little sparkly thing I have at the top. But this is it. There's no stamping. There's no die cutting. It's just a punch and paper snips. Oh, and scissors. I mean, paper snips and your paper trimmer. Oh, I thought that was set and it wasn't quite set. Oh, the good and the bad thing about paper snips, right? Okay, now at this point, the easiest thing is to just put the glue right down there. Sometimes I was putting it on the side and then I realized like that is not necessary. Okay. Now I'm going to look at it this way. And there's a score line here and a score line here. And I just focus on one of them and I kind of place a base at an angle. Okay. And then set it down. And then if you've scored it correctly, your pieces come up around the outside edge. Okay. And then when I open it, it just looks nice and clean. And so putting the champagne toast in there. All right. And then I'm going to bring in, first, I'm going to bring in some, I mean, the sky's the limit, whatever ribbons you want to use. We're going to use some sweet sorbet shimmery ribbon. It's thin. For this particular topper, you want something that's kind of thin, okay, that you can thread through through the tops of this. And if it gives you trouble, just trim it and start again. Okay. All right. Here's the first thing I'm going to do. And also, you guys can go in any order really that you want to. If your ribbon's slick and it's not staying together, just tie it in a knot. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing, KZ and Corinne. Hi, ladies. Oh, where's my goose? There she is. My goose has 3 pins. It means she's eating pins. Good for her. Now let's see here. I'm just going to cut a little piece of this because this I'm not tying into a bow or anything. It's just going to be a little bit of shimmer. This is iridescent ribbon right there. You can see available. I think all the ribbons and trims are available right now. So in the mini catalog, if you were missing any of those and dying to have some, go check it out because they're all there. Okay, now this is super fun. This is a bag of snowflakes. I bought them on Amazon. It's just snowflake charms. Make sure that they, you know, there's some out there that are so cheap that they look super cheap. These weren't the cheapest, but they were not expensive. And they're two-sided and they have a fixed ring at the top. So you don't have to add anything. Okay, you got to make sure that it's easy. Let's choose this one. It's so pretty. I actually put some of these in a free with purchase kit a few months ago. So you may have gotten that. If you did, I hope you enjoyed making those cards. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to tie this on. Ooh, it's little. I haven't tied with this ribbon before. What I was using was twine or the elegant trim, but I'm out of the silver elegant trim. That's actually one of the ribbons, like one of the few things that's out of stock right now because it's been heavily worked over the holidays, right? So I'm going to tie that on one time, and then I'm going to bring this in and just lay it right over it, and then tie it on again. And there's no bow, there's no nothing. There's a knot, there's no bow. And when I'm doing this, I'd like it to fold the other way. I need a third hand. I need an assistant. Here we go. Just mess with it a little bit. And then I'm just going to tie this in a knot again. Remember? No bow. It doesn't need a bow because it can hang down and look so pretty. Okay. These Bath and Body Works fragrances or the little hand sanitizers, I think they're called pocket backs. Anyway, they're probably on sale. When they're on sale, they're only $1. And you can probably get a 20% coupon for that. So for just dollars, really, let's say $1.50 tops, you can make this. This is another gift that goes together super quick, right? I called it a 5-minute craft. And really, once you get going, it's probably more like a 3-minute craft. Okay, so please take a look at that. I'm sure that Amazon still has snowflake charms and they can probably get it to your house tomorrow. If not, just cut out a cute little label that we have, stamp a sentiment on it, and that will be beautiful too. Okay, everyone, there's your 5-minute craft for right now. I will be back with you later on. But like I said, please take a look at my Black Friday specials if you haven't already, because I put together some combo packs and beautiful packaging that I really hope you're going to enjoy giving to the crafters in your life. Okay. All right. I'll see you soon. Have a great afternoon.